Hey guys, my name is Jordan and welcome back to my gaming channel named It's Game Productions, and today we are back with my Assignment Hunter series. And as you can quite clearly see, I'm in the middle of the game. It's because I'm carrying on the game from my last episode, because I just didn't want to make the episodes 20 or so minutes long. So yeah, I thought you'd probably prefer it if I made them slightly shorter like this. And I actually just get absolutely owned by this tank in a second. Like I think I managed to blow the tank up if I remember correctly, but the dude managed to just come out and shoot me, which is not brilliant. But anyway, let's just ignore that and move on as if nothing bad happened. So today I am going to do your questions as per usual in my Battlefield 3 Assignment Hunter series. I answer your guys' questions, so be sure to leave them in the comments. But what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to talk a little bit about the Battlefield 4 stuff. Just all the stuff which I've seen so far. I might do a breakdown video of the multiplayer gameplay. I'm not sure, really. I mean, everyone's doing that at the moment, so it's probably just not going to be a good thing to do because there's so many out there. But anyway, I'm going to start off with your guys' questions. The first question that was asked was from Hamioman. I think that's how you say it. And he said, how much did your PC cost and what are the specs? My PC, when I first built it, cost me around £500 I think to build, and in it I built a, what did I have? I had a Phenom 2 X2 550 or 555 Black Edition even. I can't remember what motherboard it was. It was some little micro ATX motherboard, 4 gigs of Corsair RAM I think it was. Yeah, it was Corsair RAM, XMS 3 RAM, I remember exactly now. And I had a 6850, and that was pretty much it. I had a Seagate 250 gig Barracuda hard drive, just a cheap case and a cheap disk drive. And this was probably about 2 years ago which I built it. And then I won this competition on the AMD Twitter to win a AMD A8 3870K. So what I did was I got that and basically did a bit of a system upgrade. So now I currently in my system I have an AMD A8 3870K, which is an APU. It's a quad-core APU. I currently have it clocked at 3.3 GHz. Not sure if that's above the usual. I think it is actually a little bit above the usual. I think it comes clocked at 3.0 or 3.1. I'm not really sure. It's only a little tiny overclock. My chip is just really unstable for some reason. I have that on a Gigabyte GA75 UD3 motherboard, I think it is, or a U3DS or something like that. It's an ultra durable one. It's a great motherboard. It's a full-size ATX, which means I can plug in loads of PCI cards, which is brilliant. At the moment I have 3 PCI cards plugged in, but I'll go over to that in a second. I have 8 gigs of Crucial Ballistics RAM. This is 1600 megahertz RAM. It's nice, really fast memory. Plenty of storage capacity for me for gaming and stuff. I say storage capacity, but you know what I mean, like plenty of RAM capacity, I suppose is probably the better way to say it. And then for the graphics card, I still have my Radeon HD 6850. It's a trooper. It was mid-range when I bought it, to be honest, and it still runs most games on high to maximum settings. It really does. It works really, really well, and I can't see myself selling it anytime soon, really. I mean, I'm at the point now where an upgrade would be quite nice, but it's not like a problem. I can still get like at least 30 frames per second in any game pretty much. The only problem is I prefer to have 60, so I do have to turn the settings down a little bit to get 60. The only games which it doesn't really perform too well in is PlanetSide, and that's like partly due to the fact that PlanetSide is just really terrible to run, and you need like NASA's CPU or something like that to run it. So yeah, that's why that doesn't run too brilliantly. But yeah, that's pretty much my specs. I have a 1TB hard drive for my storage, and I still have the same 250 gig hard drive for my boot drive. And then my processor is being cooled by an Arctic Cooling. I can't remember the exact name. It is I've just found the box actually. It's an Arctic Cooling Igloo H58. It's a 140mm fan. Oh no, it's not Arctic Cooling. Sorry, it's Glacial Tech. I know it was something to do with snow. I wasn't quite sure what and though, but yeah, that's what is cooling my processor. And then for the PCI cards, I have 2 wireless cards in there at the moment. One's a Tendril one and one's a TP-Link one. One's 150 megabits and one's 54. So I tend to use the 150 megabits one. unless that just decides to start playing up, in which case I switch. It just depends. It's mainly down to my router. But that's pretty much it for your question, so there you go. Mr. Getting Dizzy, I think that's how we say it, says, I had to move my console downstairs because of lack of connection. I know a router would help, but I don't know how to set one up. Maybe you can show your setup. I'm guessing then that you mean you want to have like wireless. Guessing that's what you mean. Routers like that with wireless are actually incredibly easy to set up. Easiest thing to do would probably be to go on some sort of forum, because I am no expert in networking, I must say. I literally, for my home networking setup, because he asked, maybe I could show it, my current home networking setup is that I have a BT home hub, which is attached to my BT OpenReach modem and just gives me internet. It works how I want it to. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to set up wireless routers and stuff like that. So yeah. Mr. Fatal X Power said, are you getting BF4 straight away or waiting? I am going to wait until I can play the beta. If I enjoy the beta, then I'll pre-order it, because I think I'll still get my pre-order bonus then, which would be pretty awesome. And that's, yeah, I answered it pretty much in one of my other Assignment Hunter series. It seems like that is what pretty much everyone is asking me. Like, are you getting Battlefield 4? I think you guys really want me to play Battlefield 4. But anyway, Boom Dud 321, or 312 even, sorry about that, said, would you recommend BF3 for the gaming PC you recommended under £300? Yes, it will run on it. I do have one now for £400. It's called the Gaming PC to Destroy the Xbox One and PS4, if I remember correctly. And yeah, that one will run it probably in the region of like 10 to probably like 20 to 25 frames a second better than the £300 one. So it is really worth it. It's got a lot more updated hardware and it's a bit more future-proof and stuff like that, because I did actually do the £300 video quite a while ago. It's actually in January I did it, which is a long time ago for doing things like that, so yes. And then this was just a little bit of a comment thing from Extalantica. I think it's Extalantica. And he was saying about how he runs with 4 times anti-aliasing at 1080p. I personally don't run anti-aliasing on any of my games, just because at 1080p I think the resolution's high enough so that I don't notice jaggies. If you don't know what anti-aliasing does, it actually gets rid of like jagged edges on diagonal objects on the edges of like things on the screen. But at higher resolutions you don't really notice it that much, because you obviously have more pixels for it to do these jagged edges. And look at this, I was just like trapped. This just did not go well. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I really shouldn't have got off the motorbike, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the questions, and I just realised I'm pretty badly out of time here to actually talk about the Battlefield 4 release. So I'm going to say the few things I do want to say. So as I said in the last episode, before the release, the recon has been like made better against vehicles. It's now been given C4 and it's actually been removed from the assault class, which is absolutely brilliant. I mean, it means that you now have like, well, much better like capabilities against armoured vehicles, and yeah, I think that's a brilliant thing. Also, suppression is now only on LMGs and sniper rifles, which is brilliant. I mean, that is just absolutely brilliant. It means that the LMG role is now actually a proper support role, which is brilliant. But anyway, it's really near the end of this. I really wanted to fit a bit more in, so I'll probably do an extra video about this in a not very long. So anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment and all that load of good stuff, and I am very near to the end of completing a few assignments at once, which is very good. So anyway guys, thank you for watching and goodbye.